If you're an AI creative, that means you're probably producing a lot of content. It could be AI video, it could be AI art, it could be AI animation, it could be AI music, or a combination of them all. And when you are combining them all, the end result is probably some sort of video presentation. But maybe video editing isn't your love, isn't your passion, isn't your strong suit. That's why it's great that there are so many great AI-driven video editing tools for people who want to focus most of their effort on the actual creation of the content and not the assembling of it into final form. And if you don't have a video editor at your disposal, tools that make that process easier can be extremely valuable. So today I want to talk about one of these video editing suites and show you some of the unique features that make it stand out from some of the others out there. This is called BoolVideo, and it promises to turn everything into top-notch videos. Things like product to video, idea to video, blog to video, script to video, visuals to video, templates to video, and starting from scratch. Now, we're not going to go over all of these features today, but there are some aspects of this program that I'd like to highlight for you because I think that they're probably something that you might start to use or play with right away in your creative workflow. Now, just so you're aware, BoolVideo did reach out and ask me to share this platform with you and is sponsoring this video, for which I'm very appreciative. And I am using a pro account so I can show you all the features without restriction. Before we get into actually producing a video, I want to show you just some of the fun AI tools because I'm a geek about these kind of things. And you've probably seen variations of them. So it's cool that they've got a lot of these tools together in one place. So I'm just going to click on AI tools. And we got things like background remover, where you can take an image, upload it, and it will automatically remove the background, and then you can save it as a PNG file and then use it in any of your productions. Then we have the object eraser, which allows you to remove items from a picture that you don't want there. Let's say in this image here, we don't want this glass. So we can adjust the size of the brush, draw over the glass, and without even having to click anything, it starts its work and removes the glass. We may need to go in and clean it up. This is very standard for object removal tools. May take a couple of swipes, but then it's gone. They've got an image enhancer to take lower resolution images and double them in size while maintaining quality. You also have the ability to remove the background from a video. In this case, we'll just use the short video here, click remove background, and it'll start the process. You'll see that it creates an alpha mask that you can use in your video editing program to act as a mask so that you can change out the background to whatever you'd like. They've got other AI features in the works like an AI avatar video, face swapping, video denoising, etc. One other fun little area to explore before we get into the video editing is the playground. The playground gives you other tools for creation of content and also just fun creative play, your basic text to image. Except that the image changes in real time. A field of flowers during a rainstorm, big mountains in the background, UFO in the sky, shining a light, mechanical, descending. I think you get the idea there. Have image to video, where you upload a still image and it adds animation to it. Just using an example here, taking this still image of the ocean, and based on how much you adjust the motion value here, creates an animated video. I think that's a pretty nice job on a nice, natural, relaxing ocean wave. Pose Magic allows you to take still images and make them dance. Limitless Edit allows you to add things to existing images, like typing in sunglasses and it will just appear there. And Image Turbulence I am going to show you because it's pretty cool. I haven't really seen this anywhere else. I'm not exactly sure when you would use it, but I want to show it to you. If you have a picture with any kind of water, puddles, reflections, things like that, this is a cool tool. Change the brush size, paint over the water, and in real time, you can see what it's doing. It's adding ripple motions to the water. You can adjust the strength. I'm not sure what number of octaves refers to in here. And then the different type, turbulence or fractal noise. I like the turbulence. I think it looks nice and natural. And then you can download that as an MP4 file. Now, when you blow it up like that, you can really see what my sloppy work has done. But if you take the time to outline the water nicely, you're going to get a cool effect. But now let's create a video, because that's really the main purpose of this video, is to show you how this tool can help you to do that in a variety of ways. I want to start by showing you something that I feel is pretty cool and unique, and that is the product to video. This is perfect for somebody who does affiliate referral videos like on TikTok or any of the other socials where you get a commission for sharing a product if it sells. But making those product videos can be a little bit time consuming and kind of a pain in the butt, especially if you need to create a lot of them. Something to automate or at least shortcut that process is going to be valuable to someone like you. So how does it work? And you can see that it supports any product from Shopify, Amazon, or Etsy. So let's go to Amazon and pick out a product. Okay, I'm going to choose this retractable car charger 4-in-1, etc. So all I need to do is copy the URL up here, go back to the product to video page, and just paste that URL right in there and click apply URL. You can see that it's automatically downloaded the relevant images from the product listing, and it creates an idea prompt, which means this is not the actual script it's going to use. This is the description of the video and its ratings and other relevant information that will help to create a script. You don't even have to write the scripts. You can choose whether or not there's going to be an AI voiceover. I'm going to choose to have one. I want the maximum duration to be a minute. Doesn't mean it will be a minute, but I don't want it to be any longer than a minute. Because these types of videos tend to go on platforms like TikTok or YouTube Shorts and things like that, we're going to use a portrait. And in terms of AI customization, this means that in addition to this media here, it may add some stock video footage, it may generate its own image using AI, it could apply stickers, it could apply filters. Let's go ahead and just click all of these just so you can see what happens if I do that. We'll stick with the English language for now. Let's just click generate. When it's done, you'll be taken to a simple version of an editor for this where you can change the script, you can preview and change the voiceover.
Tired of tangled cords in your car? Our sleek car charger with built-in retractable cables is the solution.
If I want to change this voice for either this scene or all scenes, I can just click on the microphone there and choose another voice.
The name Dottle was derived from the Spanish.
Feel the zest of the tropics.
Yes, that is what I said.
If you can't find the information, you may want to consider contacting your state's insurance department.
Bitcoin's high coincided with the stock market debut.
Some of these voices have voice styles, so if you want the person to come across as angry,
You make me angry when you tease me like that.
or cheerful,
Come on, a big smile for me.
hopeful,
Our future starts today, from here.
or sad,
The teacher was utterly disappointed by the pupil's results.
you've got that flexibility. Let's change the voice to Davis, and we'll make sure that he is cheerful, and we'll make sure we apply it to all the voiceovers and click apply. Now let's just watch what it's created for us without any changes other than the voice.
Tired of tangled cords in your car? Our sleek car charger with built-in retractable cables is the solution. No more wrestling with cords, 2 retractable cables and 7 gear options make charging any device a breeze. With 92 reviews and a 4.4 rating, it's a customer favorite for both Android and Apple devices. Say goodbye to clutter and hello to hassle-free charging. Get our game-changing car charger for a simpler, more organized way to keep your devices juiced up on the go.
Okay, so it did a pretty good job of giving us an overall script that made sense, it was relevant, and it was factual. Some of the video choices that it made when we gave it that sort of freedom to choose using AI maybe aren't ideal. For example, this restaurant scene when they talk about the reviews. So if I wanted to replace that video, I can click replace here, and then I can choose from its vast library, which is what we're going to do, other files from the project itself. If you have video on a cloud, you can upload it, or if you want to upload local files from your computer, you can do that as well. Let's go back to the library. And let's look for a video that is happy. Apply.
With 92 reviews and a 4.4 rating, it's a customer favorite for both Android and Apple devices.
Of course, you can avoid that completely by not letting AI customize anything and just use the product images, then you won't have to go back there and make those changes at all. Now, with all these videos, if you want to take it a little bit further with your editing and control, which you most likely will want to do, you can click on Edit in Timeline. Here we've got the timeline. You can see where they've added a little sticker here that says play. You can take that out if you don't like it. This is the music track they chose. If you don't like the music, you can go over here and choose from the audio library any other music. Let's say I like that better. Take this out. I'm going to click on Add. And I'll just bring it in, although it looks like this isn't really long enough yet. So I stretch this out so that I make sure that the music goes the entire length of the video. See what that looks like.
Tired of tangled cords in your car? Our sleek car charger with built-in retractable cables is
Adjust the
solution.
volume because I feel like it's a little loud. For the most part, I like that. There's one part of the script where I don't like the way that it's worded, and I think it's due to the punctuation.
No more wrestling with cords, 2 retractable cables.
No more wrestling with chords should stop. So it should say no more wrestling with chords and then be a new track. So it's this section right here.
No more wrestling with cords, 2 retractable cables.
So I want to change the vocal read on that. So I've selected that piece of audio here in the timeline. What I want to do is generate a new track where it attempts that same script again. Now the tab is still open where the original script was. So I'm going to copy this again. I'm going to go back over to the editor. I'm going to click on voiceover. I'm going to put the script here, and then this time I'm going to change the punctuation so it says no more wrestling with chords! Exclamation point. And then we have the new sentence. So it should be better. We're going to choose the same voice, which was Davis. I think we chose cheerful before, and click generate voice. And now let's listen to this one.
No more wrestling with cords. 2 retractable cables, and 7 gear options make charging
Much better.
any device.
Okay, much better, much more natural sounding. So I'm going to click plus here. You'll see it loads up here. This is the part we're trying to replace.
No more rest.
Yes, so I'm going to actually delete this and drag this right in there. What I want to do is drag it right into the spot, but the newly generated audio is a little bit longer. So I can actually just keep it up here, and we just want to make sure it doesn't overlap with words here.
Breeze with 92 reviews and a
It actually is pretty close, but it actually works. I'm going to nudge this over just a little bit and see what happens.
no more wrestling with cords. 2 retractable cables and 7 gear options make charging any device a breeze.
There we go. So we've replaced that, and if we want to, we can also go into the text and change this here so that it says no more wrestling with cords, exclamation point, and then 2 retractable. And actually this would be the word 2 if we were writing properly.
Views and a 4.4 cords. 2 retractable cables and 7 gear options make charging any device a breeze.
And then once you've got it how you want it, just click export and choose your resolution. Now let's take a look at the idea to video. We're probably familiar with script to video, which we'll look at in just a second, where you enter an entire script and then the AI would create the video for you based on that script. But what if you don't have a script and you just have an idea? That's where you would use idea to video. So my idea is 5 great reasons to live on a lake. And we'll say maximum duration 1 minute. We'll go ahead and keep this ratio at portrait. We'll keep the language at English. Just know that you also have many, many other languages to choose from. And click generate. Just like before, it generates scenes in this editor where we can replace the video or change the script or the voiceover as necessary. Let's take a quick look at it and see if there's any obvious changes we need to make for this to make sense.
Welcome to 5 great reasons to live on a lake. Imagine waking up to the gentle sound of water, serene surroundings, and the calming effect it brings to your daily life.
Okay, right away, that is a good picture for serene and calming, but I want something that's a little bit more related to water. So right away, there's images that come up. So let's choose this one here. Although that's the ocean, that's probably a mistake we might run into a few times. I think technically this is an ocean too, but we'll call it a lake for the purposes of this. It could be a lake. And we can choose the section of the video we want. I like that just as well as any place else. We'll click apply, and now that seems a little bit more relevant. Let's keep going.
Imagine waking up to the gentle sound of water, serene surroundings, and the calming effect it brings to your daily life. From fishing to boating, swimming, and water sports.
Now, if you heard that little vocal hiccup, what I have found is that, one, if it still even exists in the timeline, you can just trim that part out. But I found that every time I've actually exported the rendered video, all those little glitches are gone.
From fishing to boating, swimming, and water sports, there's no shortage of fun and adventure. The breathtaking beauty of nature, soothing sounds of birds, and diverse wildlife make living on a lake an unparalleled experience. The sense of community and warm social interactions among lake residents create a welcoming environment. Additionally, lakefront properties offer a sound investment with increasing value. Living on a lake provides peace, adventure, nature, community, and investment potential. Consider embracing this enhanced lifestyle where every day feels like a dream come true.
Okay, so that's technically a pool there at the end, so I think I would want to replace that video as well. Luxury, dreamy lifestyle, I like that. But we need a lake. That looks good. You'll notice that even though that's a landscape image, it crops it properly. So I'd say the AI did a pretty good job of choosing those media clips. Maybe you have to choose a couple of them. I know I also want to change the punctuation up here so this is actually a double quote instead of a single quote. Again, we could also do that in the timeline. In this case, I'm not sure I'm going to actually send this to the timeline because I think it's fine just the way it is for the purposes of this demo, and you've seen how the timeline works. I will point to the fact that you can translate this video right now into other languages. Just click the arrow and choose the language you want. You'll see that it opens up a new tab with the new language, and it actually changes the voiceover so that it's appropriate.
湖に住む5つの大きな理由へようこそ。住む5つの大きな
So with one quick process, you were able to create videos of really unlimited languages because I could just keep going down. I could create French and it's going to open up another tab and give me a French version. Just export each one of those individually and I've got content in multiple languages.
Bienvenue dans 5 bonnes raisons de vivre sur le lac.
So in that case, the script that was automatically generated did a pretty good job. But what if the script that it generates, a little lackluster? Well, that's maybe where you want to use the script to video idea, more traditional, that you may be familiar with. But in this case, I just went to chat and said, hey, write 5 reasons to live on a lake. So I'm just going to copy this over from chat, go back to BoolVideo and paste the script in. Now, one of the things that is clearly missing from this script is a welcome sentence of any kind, like considering lake life, here are 5 great reasons to live by the water. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a space between the headers of each of these, just in case that makes a difference. We'll keep this at portrait and we'll click generate. So we're brought back here to this familiar editor. Something I'm not thrilled with here is that it's put the header of the next section at the end of the previous section before it. For example, this natural beauty is actually describing this section, but in reality, I want the words natural beauty and endless recreation and tranquility and peace to have their own scene. And I'll show you why in just a few minutes. So how can we do that? Under each of these scenes, we can click the plus sign to add a blank scene. I'm going to take the words natural beauty, cut it from here, and then paste it into scene 2. Now we need an image for natural beauty, so let's click upload, and we don't have to upload one, we can choose one from here, so that's what we're going to do. So natural beauty, let's just look for another lake scene that looks nice. This one looks good. Replace. And let's do the same thing with endless recreation here. I'm going to cut that. Now, as soon as you cut anything or change any text inside of these, the AI starts making changes immediately. So I'm going to create a new scene under here, endless recreation, choose an image. Again, I'm just going to choose lake, choose a water skiing one. So now we've got 5 scenes. We got an opening and a header for the next scene and a header for the scene after that. We could do this through the entire thing, but what I want to show you now is just a technique or a process. So what this allows us to do is to use a different voice for the heading section. So for example, Andre starts this thing out.
Considering lake life, here are 5 great reasons to live by the water.
Well, let's say I want a female voice to give the subject of the reason. So let's click on the Andre voice.
The name Daddle was derived from the Spanish.
Feel the zest of the tropic.
And choose a female voice. In this case, I think I'd like something with a UK accent. So that will change the available voices to me.
Cloth masks are most effective.
That's fine. I'll click apply. So that's Sonia. We want to remember that. So now on this slide,
Natural beauty.
we've got Sonia saying the header. So let's change this header too to be Sonia. Again, I'm going to click on UK. Sonia's right there. Apply. You'll notice I did not click apply to all slides. And now the video runs like this.
Considering lake life, here are 5 great reasons to live by the water.
Natural beauty.
Imagine waking up every morning to a breathtaking view of shimmering waters, surrounded by lush greenery. Living on a lake is like having your own piece of paradise, with stunning sunsets that paint the sky in vibrant hues of pink and orange. Imagine
Endless recreation.
Now, we heard that little vocal glitch at the end. It used to concern me, but then I realized that when you export, those glitches tend to disappear, or they don't even appear in the timeline. Those glitches aren't consistent. Let's click on Edit Timeline, though, because this section here, scene 3, was a little long to be holding on that one image. So let me show you a different way to add scenes to your video. We'll click on Edit in Timeline, and we'll go to the part where it's pretty long. And let's just listen to what's being said.
every morning to a breathtaking view of shimmering waters.
So that's perfect for right there. But after that,
surrounded by lush greenery.
well, there's no lush greenery here. So what we want to do is we want to add some lush greenery. So let's just stop this video where it says surrounded by lush greenery. Actually, there is as good a place as any because that's where we actually say the word greenery. So I'm going to go over to our library again. I'll search on lake and we'll just find some images that have greenery like this. Now that's a landscape image, but we can resize it and position it how we want to. So now we have
greenery. Living on a lake is like having your own piece of paradise.
We'll search it out just a little bit more.
Paradise. With stunning sunsets.
All right, so see, we need sunsets right there. So let's move back over here. We'll type sunset, find a picture that looks more like a lake than the ocean or is ambiguous. That's not a lake. We'll go with this. We'll expand it so it fills. Just drag this clip right there onto the timeline, like I said, to fill the hole.
With stunning sunsets that paint the sky in vibrant hues of pink and orange.
That is a snow skier, so that will not do. So let's change that out. I'll just go ahead and delete that section. So I guess I didn't look closely enough at my skiing picture. I thought it was a water skier. I want this to be a video. So let's go video. And now let's do water ski. That's some action. Someone skiing there? It's hard to tell. Oh, yes, they are. But they seem to be skiing a little bit later in the video, like right there we see them. So let's trim this so that we actually see the skier. Change it so it fits in the area that we need. Easier sometimes just to make it smaller and then expand it out to the right size. Now let's look.
Endless recreation.
Need to expand it.
Endless recreation.
From kayaking and paddleboarding to fishing and swimming.
Let's also make that more appropriate by adding some kayaking. We'll do fishing. There we go. Move fishing down in there.
From kayaking and paddle,
Of course, change the size. Probably need to do it for fishing too. Just a little bit. Okay.
endless recreation.
from kayaking and paddleboarding to fishing and swimming, a lake offers endless opportunities for fun and relaxation.
Now you have more advanced tools like masking and other AI tools. Background remover, the video enhancer is a feature that's coming soon. So some of those things we played with before are built in here to the timeline editor or will be there soon. So you can see there's a lot of features here and a lot of different ways to produce content using this tool and to create the actual pieces of content that go into the overall production. But this seems like this could save you some time and add value to what you're doing. You might want to check out the pricing structure over here. We've got Standard, Pro, and Ultra. I've been using the Pro, which gives me unlimited video exports, 1,500 voiceover transcription minutes, unlimited AI tools. So if you produce a lot of videos, especially like product videos and things like that, that you think would benefit from this, then this is definitely the option to look at so you won't run out of space or time. What I personally find myself using this for is quick videos where I can change voiceover very quickly and easily and put it exactly where I want to, where I want to be able to pull from stock video footage particularly without having to go to a third-party service, download it and then import it. It's all right there. So depending on the types of video content you create, this tool could meet a lot of your needs. So if you're an AI creative and you like learning about these types of tools that can create content and assemble it for you, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already, because this is the type of content we cover all the time.
If you subscribe now, I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you do not, I will look for you. I will find you. And I